They cleanse once in the evening to remove makeup and daily pollutants. And in the morning, they might simply splash their face with lukewarm water or use a gentle micellar water. This approach maintains the skin's natural protective layer while still keeping it clean and healthy. They also never use products with harsh alcohols, sulfates, or aggressive acids without proper knowledge and preparation. The result is skin that looks naturally healthy, has fewer breakouts, and ages more gracefully because it's been treated with consistent care and respect rather than constant attack. The second mistake that ruins natural beauty is sleeping with makeup on. This might seem obvious, but you'd be surprised how many women occasionally or regularly go to bed without properly cleansing their face. Beautiful women never make this mistake because they understand the devastating effects it has on skin health and appearance. When you sleep with makeup on, you're essentially suffocating your skin for 8 hours straight. During the night, your skin works hard to repair and regenerate itself, but makeup, dirt, and pollutants create a barrier that prevents this natural process from occurring effectively. Foundation and concealer mix with your skin's natural oils and dead skin cells, creating a perfect breeding ground for bacteria that leads to clogged pores, breakouts, and inflammation. Even worse, sleeping in eye makeup can cause serious irritation, styes, and even infections that can damage the delicate eye area permanently. Beautiful women make removing their makeup a non-negotiable part of their evening routine, no matter how tired they are or how late they come home. They keep makeup wipes by their bed for emergencies, but they prefer a proper double cleansing routine that ensures every trace of makeup, sunscreen, and daily grime is completely removed. They start with an oil-based cleanser or micellar water to break down makeup and waterproof products, followed by a gentle water-based cleanser to remove any remaining residue. This thorough approach ensures their skin can breathe, repair, and regenerate overnight, leading to a clearer, more radiant complexion that doesn't require as much makeup to look beautiful in the first place. The third beauty mistake that stunning women avoid is touching their face constantly throughout the day. This unconscious habit is one of the most common ways women sabotage their complexion without realizing it. Your hands come into contact with countless surfaces throughout the day, collecting bacteria, dirt, oils, and environmental pollutants. When you repeatedly touch your face, you're transferring all of these impurities directly onto your skin, especially to areas that are already prone to breakouts like the chin, jawline, and forehead. Beautiful women are conscious of this habit and make a deliberate effort to keep their hands away from their face. They understand that every time you rest your chin in your hand, pick at a blemish, or absent-mindedly stroke your cheek, you're introducing bacteria that can cause new breakouts and spread existing ones. This is particularly problematic for women who spend long hours at computers, as the tendency to rest the face in the hands while concentrating is incredibly common. The oils from your hands can also break down makeup, causing it to look patchy and uneven throughout the day. Beautiful women train themselves to be aware of this habit by keeping their hands occupied with other activities, using stress balls or fidget tools, and positioning themselves in ways that make face touching less likely. When they do need to touch their face, they ensure their hands are clean or use a tissue as a barrier. This thoughtful approach means they rarely experience adverse reactions, and their skin consistently looks healthy and radiant because it's receiving exactly what it needs rather than being overwhelmed with unsuitable products. The fifth beauty mistake that naturally attractive women avoid is neglecting the skin on their neck and hands. While most women focus intensively on their facial skincare, beautiful women understand that true beauty is about the complete picture. The neck and hands are often the first areas to show signs of aging because the skin there is thinner and more delicate than facial skin. Yet these areas are frequently forgotten in daily skincare routines. Beautiful women never make the mistake of stopping their skincare routine at their jawline. They extend their cleansing, moisturizing, and sun protection down to their neck and chest area, understanding that this creates a seamless, youthful appearance. They're particularly diligent about applying sunscreen to these often exposed areas, as sun damage on the neck and hands can be incredibly aging and difficult to reverse. They also never forget about hand care, understanding that hands are constantly exposed to harsh elements like soap, sanitizer, weather, and UV rays. Beautiful women carry hand cream with them and reapply it throughout the day, especially after washing their hands or using sanitizer. They treat their hands to weekly moisturizing treatments and never neglect to apply sunscreen to the backs of their hands, which are particularly susceptible to age spots and wrinkles. They also extend their skincare routine to include these areas when using treatments like exfoliation, serums, and anti-aging products. They brush their brows daily to train the hairs to grow in the desired direction and keep them looking groomed and polished. The seventh beauty mistake that confident women avoid is wearing the wrong foundation shade or formula. This is perhaps one of the most common beauty mistakes that can instantly make someone look less polished and attractive. Beautiful women never guess when it comes to foundation matching, understanding that the wrong shade can make them look gray, orange, or simply artificial. They take the time to properly match their foundation in natural lighting, testing shades on their jawline rather than their hand or wrist, which could be completely different colors than the face. They also understand that their skin tone can change with seasons, sun exposure, and hormonal fluctuations, so they never rely on the same foundation year-round without reassessing. Beautiful women also never choose foundation based solely on color. They carefully consider the formula and how it works with their specific skin type. They understand that a foundation that looks beautiful on someone with dry skin might look cakey and emphasize texture on someone with oily skin, and vice versa. They never apply foundation to unprepared skin, always starting with a clean, moisturized base and often using primer to create the smoothest possible canvas. They also understand the importance of proper application techniques, using the right tools and methods to blend foundation seamlessly into their skin rather than sitting on top of it like a mask. Beautiful women never over-apply foundation, understanding that less is more and that the goal is to enhance their natural skin rather than completely covering it. They build coverage gradually only where needed, allowing their natural skin texture and healthy glow to show through. They also never neglect to blend their foundation properly into the hairline, neck, and ears to avoid obvious demarcation lines that can look unnatural and unflattering. The eighth mistake that naturally beautiful women never make is neglecting proper hair care and styling techniques that complement their features. Hair is often called a woman's crowning glory, and beautiful women understand that healthy, well-maintained hair can enhance their overall appearance dramatically. They never damage their hair through excessive heat styling without proper protection, overprocessing with chemicals, or neglecting regular maintenance. Beautiful women understand that healthy hair looks more beautiful than damaged hair in any style, so they prioritize hair health over temporary styling trends. They never use heat styling tools on wet or damp hair, as this can cause severe damage and breakage. Instead, they allow their hair to dry properly before applying heat and always use heat protectant products. They also never ignore the health of their scalp, understanding that a healthy scalp is the foundation of beautiful hair. They massage their scalp regularly to promote circulation, use appropriate shampoos for their scalp type, and never overwash their hair, which can strip natural oils and cause both the scalp and hair to become unhealthy. Beautiful women also never stick with hairstyles or cuts that don't complement their face shape, lifestyle, or hair type. They understand that the most flattering haircut is one that works with their natural hair texture and enhances their best features. They never try to force their hair into styles that require fighting against its natural characteristics, as this leads to daily frustration and often damaged hair from excessive styling. Instead, they work with skilled stylists to find cuts and styles that make their hair look effortlessly beautiful and are manageable in their daily routine. The ninth beauty mistake that stunning women avoid is poor posture and body language that diminishes their natural confidence and appeal. Physical beauty extends far beyond skincare and makeup, and beautiful women understand that how they carry themselves has an enormous impact on how attractive and confident they appear. They never slouch, hunch their shoulders, or carry themselves in ways that make them look smaller or less confident. Beautiful women understand that good posture not only makes them look taller and more elegant, but it also projects confidence and makes their clothes fit better. The 11th beauty mistake that confident women avoid is dressing inappropriately for their body type, lifestyle, or the occasion. Beautiful women understand that the most expensive, trendy outfit will not look good if it doesn't fit properly or suit their individual body type and lifestyle. They never buy clothes just because they're fashionable if those clothes don't flatter their specific figure or work for their daily activities. Beautiful women take the time to understand their body shape and learn what cuts, styles, and proportions work best for them, rather than trying to force themselves into trends that don't suit them. They never ignore proper fit, understanding that a well-fitted, inexpensive garment will always look better than an expensive piece that fits poorly. They invest in proper undergarments that create a smooth foundation for their clothes and enhance their natural silhouette. Beautiful women also never dress inappropriately for the occasion, understanding that being overdressed or underdressed can make them appear out of touch or insecure. They never sacrifice comfort entirely for style, understanding that when they're uncomfortable in their clothes, it shows in their body language and confidence. Instead, they find ways to look stylish while still feeling comfortable and confident in their choices. They also never neglect the importance of proper grooming and maintenance of their wardrobe, understanding that wrinkled, stained, or poorly maintained clothes can ruin even the most beautiful outfit. Beautiful women take care of their clothes properly, ensuring everything is clean, pressed, and in good repair before wearing it. The 12th and final mistake that beautiful women never make is neglecting their inner well-being and mental health in pursuit of physical beauty. Beautiful women never ignore stress management, understanding that chronic stress takes a visible toll on their appearance through breakouts, premature aging, and a generally tired or strained expression. They develop healthy coping mechanisms and prioritize activities that bring them joy and relaxation. They also never stop learning and growing as individuals, understanding that intellectual curiosity and personal development contribute to an attractive, vibrant personality that enhances their physical beauty. They never compare themselves constantly to others, especially to unrealistic images on social media, understanding that this comparison trap leads to dissatisfaction and insecurity that diminishes their natural appeal. In conclusion, beautiful women understand that true attractiveness comes from a holistic approach that encompasses not just physical care, but also mental well-being, confidence, and self-respect.